stricter gun control legislation.
And the demonstrations come after that deadly school shooting in Nashville last week. Of course, Danya Backus has the very latest now from Los Angeles.
Across the country, students put down their books.
Enough is enough! Enough is enough!
And walked out of class to call for an end to gun violence.
The constant barrage of school shooting news makes many of us live in fear that our school will be next.
Students at Trinity Episcopal School in Charlotte, North Carolina expressed their fears.
I should not have to leave my home each morning wondering if I'll get to return to it. I should not have to say I love you goodbye to my parents before leaving for school, wondering if I'll ever see them again.
The protests are part of a national student walkout organized in the wake of last week's school shooting in Nashville that killed 3 9-year-old students and 3 staff members.
I'm constantly scared to go to school. I mean, it's always there's always a chance that something bad could happen.
These students in the Denver suburb of Highlands Ranch are hoping those in power are listening.
I feel like there are younger congressmen and younger senators that have been hearing Gen Z voices more so than the older senators and the older congressmen. No teacher should be armed. No person should be able to purchase a gun and go into a school and kill people.
Students in Uvalde, Texas, where 19 students and 2 teachers were killed in a shooting at Robb Elementary School last May, staged a sit-in. Nationwide, the students are hoping the walkouts will urge lawmakers to take action. Danya Backus, Los Angeles.
This scene repeating here at home. Students took to the streets locally to rally against gun violence. One of the rally locations was in Carpinteria at the corner of Carpinteria Avenue and Linden Avenue. Students came in from different campuses, including Catalino, Alisos, and the middle school in a united effort. Many of them brought homemade signs as they joined the approved walkout. Drivers honked and others waved at the kids in support. Parents joined the students along the way and say that they are inspired by what they saw.
I'm just inspired by the next generation. I think it's a time for a big change, and I'm glad to see the next generation is stepping up.
I don't really see the purpose of letting other people that don't really know what harm they can do to let them have them.
Rallies like these were also taking place in several other states, as we just reported, and coordinated through the groups Everytown for Gun Safety. Moms demand action and students demand action. The collaboration led many students to say they felt empowered. Santa Barbara realtors are shedding light on the latest housing market trends.
And News Channel reporter Patricia Martellotti breaks them down for us. Patricia.
Well, local realtors are seeing more activity throughout the housing market in Santa Barbara. Here are some key points to consider whether you're buying or selling.
Nice built-ins here, private balcony.
Village Properties realtors are seeing entry-level single-family homes still selling very quickly and many times with multiple offers.
Clearly, the market is not as robust as it was during the pandemic. During the pandemic, we really saw a dramatic shortage of inventory.
Realtor David Kim says now buyer demand has waned in part due to rising interest rates and inflation. But buyer demand is still outpacing the supply of homes.
Yeah, so entry-level home buyers, the pool of buyers is much larger, right? As opposed to the high end. Entry-level buyers are also more affected by things like inflation, higher grocery prices. Now they're being more selective, more calculated, making sure that they're really making an offer on the right home.
Kim says the biggest challenge in housing throughout the area is lack of inventory.
We're almost at historically low levels of properties being available for sale, and that's really driving prices up. We're seeing a high level of buyer demand, not quite at the level of the peak of last year, but a lot of people were playing the wait and see game, and they're coming out of the woodworks now.
Despite limited supply of homes, realtors say there are still opportunities for buyers and sellers.
The takeaway I'd say for sellers is that it's critical to position your property well in this market. Pricing is paramount.
You need to really differentiate yourself from the pack. So if you don't have the most amount of money, you need to be more flexible on location or the condition of the property.
In short, realtors say buyers are taking their time while shopping for homes. Live in studio, I'm News Channel reporter Patricia Martellotti.
All right, Patricia, thank you for that. In state